wonder why they were swapping to take the throw in. It's Harry Wilson who plays it short for Harrison Reed. Back into the path of Wilson, pulls it back to the edge of the box. Tom Kearney with a shot, appeals for handball. The referee's given a penalty, I think. Well, he has, Jamie. We're not going to see replays, as I say, unfortunately, but he's indicating that the arms came out. He's gesturing like a goalkeeper there, Keith Stroud. Certainly it looked like handball. I have to say I wasn't entirely sure it was in the penalty area. Clever corner from Fulham, and when it was worked to Tom Kearney, he took a touch, set himself and hit the shot. I mean, certainly Tom was outside the box, Jamie, and must have been very close, I think, the Birmingham player who's made the handball. He did throw his body to block the ball. Maybe his arms came out slightly to one side. It was very difficult to say at full speed, but the referee was close to the action, Keith Stroud, and he had no doubt whatsoever. He indicated straight away. He put his two arms out to one side.
It was Alex Cochrane, wasn't it, the left fullback, I think, Jim?
Alex Cochrane, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't under any concern, was he, the referee? Straight to that penalty spot he went. Big chance now for
Raul Jimenez,
yep.
I think, yeah. Getting some stick from the crowd and probably from those Birmingham players around him, but Raul with his hands on his hips preparing to take this penalty. Can he put Fulham in front early in the game here at St Andrews? Well, he does. Yes. It's a lovely penalty, a perfect penalty with less than 10 minutes gone. Fulham are in front. It's Raul's first goal of the season. And it was a beautifully executed penalty. I'd love to see that again. We're not going to, unfortunately, as I say, there's no monitors at all in the press box here, but in the 10th minute, Raul has put Fulham in front from the penalty spot. And without seeing a replay, as I say, it's difficult, but the referee certainly was close to the action and was absolutely positive. I see him disputing it down there. I think that's Ashley Cole, who is on the coaching staff here at Birmingham. It was too easy, really, for Wout Faes to get up above two Fulham players. And the long ball forward here finds Jay Stansfield in behind the Birmingham defence onto his right foot, and he's curled it in. He's not going to celebrate too much, Jay. He doesn't want to offend the Birmingham fans, I think, there behind the goal, who thought so much of him. But that is a quality finish again. We're not going to see it, a replay of that, but I wish we were, because the long ball over the top, they committed a lot of players forward. He was midway inside the Birmingham half on his own, but nonetheless, a brilliant take as it came over his shoulder out of the night sky. Took it down. The goalkeeper came forward as quickly as he could to try and close the angle down, but as you said at the time, Jamie, what a finish. He is a natural natural finisher, Jay. He got it, just stepped onto his right foot and he curled it perfectly round the keeper, made it look really easy, and that's always the sign of a good finisher, because he still had a bit to do there. It was a great take as the ball came out of the air, and then a lovely curling effort with his right foot, keeping three men outside the box, but plenty in there as it's whipped in with pace and it's landed on the roof of the net. Maybe Stephen Bender got his fingertips to it, because the referee's given the corner, Mr Stroud. Their second of the game. It was really whipped in with pace. Pushes it out for Ethan Laird, who's always available. He has been getting forward well. And then Soon Ho floats one into the box. Oh, it's hooked off the line incredibly by Timothy Castagna and then belted behind. Well, I thought that was 2-1 for sure. It was a clever little ball into the box. And then the header from a really, really tight angle.
Anderson, I think.
Yeah, Keshi Anderson on the end of it. The ball in, I think, was from Soon Ho. Stephen Bender was beaten, the ball was going in, and it's an incredible goal line clearance from Timothy Castagna in the 26th minute.
He sort of ghosted in, didn't he, the Birmingham number 14? I didn't think that he'd be able to get there, but somehow he did, and very good from Castagna. He didn't give up, did he?
Understanding, rapport, you know, they've got relationships in areas of the field, whereas we've got 11 playing together for the first time. Oh, Jimenez there trying to take it on the volley with his right foot. I think he caught it with his left in the end. It fell for Sander Berger, and then Stansfield with a flick into the box. Well, it was almost 3-0. It's gone inches behind. I don't know if you've got to say good defending. We're not going to see a replay, but it was seemed to be panic stations at the back, and in the end it was Christian Bielik who got the touch. Looked almost as if he turned it into his own goal, but it went inches wide of the far post as we look. It's going to be another corner to Fulham.
Yeah, it was Timothy Castagna, wasn't it? The player who was almost involved.
Yeah, he was 5 or 6 yards from goal, but he just couldn't get. Ball wouldn't fall for him, and then in the end Bielik somehow scraped it behind for a corner. Could have called him anything, but he's going to take the free kick, and he's curled it, and he's hit the crossbar. A really good effort with his left foot, and I tell you what, they're going to count themselves unlucky. They have one cleared off the line, and that's a really good effort from the Icelandic midfielder there. We haven't seen too much of him throughout this first half. And that's a great strike with his left foot, Jamie. It's beaten Stephen Bender. The trouble is, as I've said before, he's not going to change his mind now, so he needs to leave it, Harry. But here's Harrison Reed down the right-hand side for Fulham. He hasn't seen too much of the ball tonight, but he's picked out Harry Wilson, who goes with his left foot. He's hit that from 25 yards or so. It's dipped a little bit late. It was always heading over the bar, but I think he almost put too much into that, Jamie, out of pure frustration, really, with that decision, which is obviously still playing on his mind, but he needs to let it go.
Well, he did well to get in behind, and it's the sort of thing that gets Marco into trouble.
Yeah.
Because he's a winner. You know, he was having a go with the assistant.
Here's Alex Cochrane lining one up with his left foot. Well, he struck it well. And Stephen Bender's had to push that one behind. I think it's the first corner of this second half. Good effort from Cochrane.
Well, interesting, his feet almost looked planted, didn't they, Bender, the way he moved across. I'm not sure he moved the bottom half of his body, but...
feeds it forward. It's cut out by Sasha Lukic, just inside the Birmingham half. Pushes it for Alex Iwobi, left-hand side. Up the side of the box, Lukic has sprung onto it, did really well. Finds Harry Wilson onto the left foot, and he's just dragged it wide. So determined, I think, to spank that into the net. And it might be his last involvement. Harry Wilson, I think, is going to be changed. Shame, Jamie. He worked it beautifully onto his left foot. He wrong-footed 2 or 3 of the Birmingham defenders there. Gave himself the time and space to get the shot away, but then just dragged it off target, and he's being replaced. He took it down beautifully, and then thought better of the pass back to the keeper, and fetched it forward for Fulham, and we've shifted it from left to right. Now Traore can carry it into the penalty area, goes towards the byline. Has he carried it across it? He has. It's a shame, because I think it was Josh King who tapped it in, was it?
Yeah, he was in the area this time.
In the net. He's all over the pitch, Jamie, since he came on, and it was young Josh that's turned it into the empty net. Adama Traore judged to have just carried the ball over the byline, and from where we're sat, it did look as if he might well have done.